I think that what happened was that their political vision of the country had been very much forged by their experience of going through the war together. They watched, for instance, the chaos of the Congress. The war left both of them with, I think, the same set of political beliefs, which was the need for a strong and energetic central government, a skepticism about legislative leadership and a faith in executive leadership, and a sense that our government has to not only be strong and energetic, but flexible in terms of meeting the needs of the country. They also, one very strong bond between them was that both of them felt that historically one of the dangers of revolutions was that they tended to run off to extremes. So it was a question, how do you kind of begin to turn off the fervor of the Revolutionary War without losing that idealism? In other words, how do you kind of move this into a more pragmatic mode? And when they saw things like Shays' rebellion, when they saw states squabbling between each other, both of them were fearful of anarchy, fearful of mob rule. Both of them they were wary of human nature, is the way that I would say it. And this comes to that defines a set of beliefs that unites them. So really, Hamilton and Washington, at first apart, then together, are having very similar reactions to the post-war political situation, and have very, very similar diagnosis in terms of the need to revise or even replace the Articles of Confederation and to establish a much stronger government. So Hamilton, he wasn't the only one, but I think that Hamilton was very important in terms of coaxing Washington back out of retirement, of beginning to sort of tutor him in the constitutional issues, which Hamilton did along with Madison and Knox. They were all sending him memos, beginning to brief him for the Constitutional Convention, but also convincing Washington that the American Revolution is incomplete without the Constitutional Convention. Then I would convince him that the Constitutional Convention was incomplete without the creation of the federal government with Washington as president. And so actually when they come back together at the Constitutional Convention, the personal feeling between the two men seems to have warmed up again. I think the fact that Washington was so eager to have Hamilton come back, which he did. Of course, Hamilton was the only one from New York who signed the document, that Washington saw them as kindred spirits in terms of these constitutional issues. So really, at that point, from the lead up to the Constitutional Convention and beyond, they really never lose contact with each other again, and the relationship only grows broader and deeper as time goes on.